Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down.
Just give me coffee.
Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up,
Horse is cold brew.
just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down.
Give me coffee.
Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up,
Horse is cold brew. Just let me be blunt. My speech in the morning, nothing but grunts. With no coffee, that's as dangerous. On a scale from 1 to 10, I rank it that girl from Stranger Things. And if you get what I'm saying, my attitude be mad flagrant like I'm Draymond. But you ain't get the picture, BMP. So I'm gonna keep pushing on you, GNC. It's like, yeah, the first thing on my mind is when that hot coffee gonna seep into the coffee grind.
It's like some magic's floating all in the air.
Toss some ice cubes in my cup, it's a good day. All I gotta say is that it's starting in a good way.
It's time for working and I don't even care. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down.
Just give me coffee.
Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up,
Horse is cold brew.
just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down.
Give me coffee.
Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up,
Horse is cold brew. Always start fresh, that's how it's gotta be. Everything starts back with your coffee beans. If it's cold brew, then it's gotta be coarse. Don't get the cart ahead of the horse, start learning the course. But of course you can disregard, and don't at me if it gets too hard. When it's my time to drink, man, it's always on hand. Drink from a cup or a bottle, even a can. You never know when you're craving a hit. It could be in the bathroom while you're taking a
Flair, I'll say he ain't got nothing on it.
When that coffee hits my lips, it's a seance. Feeling real super with the cape on. Anything I'll take on.
This cup of coffee, yeah boy, this is the shit. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down.
Just give me coffee.
Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up,
Horse is cold brew.
just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down.
Give me coffee.
Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up,
Horse is cold brew. Third verse, so I guess that's where I talk about how we might be addicted in a roundabout kind of way, or how you say, a dependency that's in my life, and I'm proud to say it's filling me with way more energy than I'll ever need, keeping me up for things I thought I'd never see. Time's gonna kill us all one day, whether old age, illness, or from listening to Coldplay. F that noise, wubba lub lub. Drink all the coffee, chug a lug lug. The day doesn't start till you're on your second cup. If they talk before then, homies better duck. It's 100% okay to start swinging in every single convo, unless you see I'm bringing a cup of Joe. Tell him bring some mo for your bro who made that coffee song. Or tell him go
Just
home.
wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down.
Just give me coffee.
Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up,
Horse is cold brew.
just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down.
Give me coffee.
Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up,
Horse is cold brew.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the coffee shop on Kick, YouTube, and LiveSpace. Hope your hump day is going well. We are jumping back into Final Fantasy 16, Part 4 of my playthrough. And when we left off, we just told Sid that we are all in with his plans. So, I'm gonna do some side stuff. Ooh. Yeah, like there's several side missions there. Probably a good way to go right.
Just taking a quick break.
They're on
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Meanwhile,
Never this late.
Postmaster.
Where are you, Randall?
Is everything
Randall.
all right?
Favorite
Forgive me,
chocobo.
old man. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
Or anything. Give me any coin.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
Prioritize that one. Way to go, Ed. And I kind of want to pet the chocobos. Why not? Go. Let's go. Was kind of hoping to be able to do some things along the way, but oh well.
But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
He puts me in mind a little bit of a little more portly version of Daniel Craig.
Can I have another cup, Teddy?
The face. Thing,
Sun's setting fast.
going the right way. Doofs. Oh. Ah. Right. That is the not the right. No. Turn around. Oh, this the right way. How you doing, Smitty? Happy night to me. I'm doing all right. Got done with work maybe, well, an hour ago. Now, to show me which way to go for side quest. Don't think it's right way at all. Oh wait, here we go. Take me with you. Yes? Docks? Overall, the day wasn't too bad, other than one particular lot of lobster was butter shite. Comrade.
You all right?
I said,
Hang it,
what?
man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
Right. Time to go get some booty.
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Sick of trouble. Get him. Get him, boy.
this time.
You know what to do, boy. Get him. You know what to do, boy. There, boy. You know what to do. Sick of trouble. Over here.
I think I'll hit him from over here instead of his crotch.
Get him, boy. Sick of trouble. Too slow. Not this time. Get him. Get him, boy.
Just wanted to have a look at the limit break.
Get him, boy. Get him. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Toggle. Get him.
Alright. Get a little experience, got a point out of them. Nope.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Right. And nothing else to collect here. Oh, back to deliver the news. No more Zoomy running now that we're in town. Well. So were you doing anything special today with the AK there, Mitty, or just chilling? Okay.
But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Great, I'm not. Thanks, Quentin. Chocobo stew. I am liking this very much so far. Definitely worth the play if you got a PS5.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper,
It's so far like I'm liking it better than it. I had tried Final Fantasy 15 before, but I don't, part of me just really wasn't getting into the story. You say this, Smitty, yet you know I have Series X, PlayStation 5, Switch, and a gaming laptop. And a Polymega retro gaming system. Side here at Martha's Rest we can do. Not.
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son.
Don't be shy. Fresh cuts. Get your fresh cuts here.
Oh, we've got a couple of sides happening. Hello, Clark. Smell like a fish.
Here, you're that bearer who works for Martha, aren't you? Can you give me a hand? Curse my luck, I dropped my crystal off a cliff into the bloody swamp like an utter fool. Now, I've not got your knack, see, and I need that shard to chill my fish if I'm to take him to market. Well, it's just a short climb down, I'll make it worth your while.
$1,000. Sure.
I can't promise anything.
Well, just promise you'll look. Ah, there may be one thing I failed to mention about the crystal. A creature might have already claimed it.
Claimed it.
All right, eaten it, but only might have, you understand. There were a lot of bog crabs down there. Nasty buggers, them.
Sounds like I need to break a few shells.
Oh, don't worry, there weren't too many of them. A veritable walk in the marsh, as they say. The ladders, right over there.
Right. Alright. Time to go get some crabs.
Never heard of crabs eating crystal. This should be interesting.
Get him! Sick of Torgal! Get him! You know what to do, boy. Get him! You know what to do, boy.
Excellent. Another fight.
Give them all you've got, boy. There, boy.
This must be it. No point spending any more time down here than I have to.
Oh. Turbo.
What a fine hound.
Yes, boy. Alright.
Well, any luck?
Yours, I presume.
He never did say anything about cleaning it.
You found it! Oh, thank you!
He can take care of cleaning off his crystalline. Apparently,
Any longer
he has
out in the
ice.
sun and my catch would have made for poor eating indeed.
Be more careful next time.
Oh, I will, I promise. No point casting my nets of a morning if I'm without a crystal to see the catch to town. There was a time honest tax-paying folk could get new ones whenever they wanted. Can't now, though, not for love nor money. Crystals are scarce, and the Empire tightens its purse strings more every day. Lose this little beauty again, and I might as well scrap my nets and take to begging.
Oh. Chocobo.
I have to find him before the Imperials do. Can't talk now, Oh, you're Clive, aren't you? Martha told me all about you. Word is you're a devil with that blade.
You look like you're in a hurry. Where are you going?
Not far, I hope. But I dare not waste a moment. It might cost a man his life.
Sounds serious. What happened?
It's not so much what happened as what might. They've discovered he's a bearer, see? And now, one of his erstwhile friends and neighbors wants to see him clapped in chains.
Where is this bearer?
friend?
He wasn't fool enough to wait for the Imperials to arrive. Poor sod took to the road, left his whole life behind. But they'll be after him before long. I need to find him and get him to safety, fast. Here,
If you've the time and the inclination, I could do with a hand. Will you help me find him?
Of course. We bearers have to look out for each other.
Thank you, Clive. With your help, we might catch up with him yet. His name's Norris. We need to find him and get him to Martha before the Imperials sniff him out.
You found him yet? You won't catch a bastard standing around clucking like old hens. That fucking snake played me false, acted like he was one of us, and the whole time he was one of them. We need him caught and handed over to the Imperials. Hanging's too good for him. Well, go on then. If he gets away, I'll see you fitted for a noose.
All right, Ronald. We were just leaving. Look, this one's here to help. I was just filling him in.
Ha! Send a bearer to catch a bearer, is it? Not bloody likely. That's it. I'll find the bastard myself.
Come on now, Ron. It's dangerous out there. We wouldn't want you to come to any harm.
You want something done right, you don't send a bearer.
Clive,
Hide
this
made
might
out of
take
a
a while.
boat.
You start hunting our man, and I'll be along once I put Ronald's mind at ease.
I forget what a
Someone said they
boat
saw
looks
Norris
like in
heading
this
for the Fallen
Final
Gate.
Fantasy.
Maybe you could ask if anyone over that way knows anything. We have to find him. Don't let him slip through our grasp.
I'd better find this Norris before Ronald takes matters into his own hands. Bearers are hardly difficult to spot. What did he mean about being played false, I wonder? You don't know a man called Norris, do you?
I do, as it happens. He ran off that way not too long back. Looked like he was in a right old hurry. And he had a lantern with him for some reason. Never known him to stay out after dark.
He was making for the marshes then. All right. Thank you.
Mercy. Hey, be able to kill more stuffs.
You can't have gone far. I'd better keep my eyes peeled.
Yeah, $5. Oh, found his lamp.
A lantern.
Hmm?
The one Norris was carrying, no doubt. At least I know which way he went. Someone made sure work of them. I wonder if that someone was Norris.
Hello, Norris.
Norris, I presume.
Leave me be.
You were never branded. So that's how you stayed hidden.
Ronald sent you after me, did he? Set an Imperial dog on his best friend. And when we were so close. I'll never forget the hatred in his eyes. But it doesn't matter now. I will not become a slave. As one bearer to another, please. Don't do this. You know how they treat our kind.
Ronald didn't send me. One of Martha's men did. He wanted to make sure you were safe.
I don't understand.
Martha takes in bearers. She's a friend. You can trust her. Believe me.
I never knew. I can't say I'm surprised, though. She has a kind heart. Kinder than most.
Just wait here and stay out of sight. You'll be among friends soon enough.
Thank you. There's few would have been so kind. And sorry. You're no Imperial dog. Far from it.
I've been called worse. Oh, I found a lantern back there. I assume it's yours.
Thanks. I dropped it when those creatures attacked me. But if I'm honest, I wasn't all that sorry to be rid of it. Ron gave it to me.
All right. I'll keep hold of it. I might be able to use it to put an end to the Imperial Surge before it begins. A bearer without a brand. To have lived free for so many years. Only to be betrayed by a friend.
Or playtime with Torgal. Every chance you get, play with Torgal. Good boy. Um,
I'll be fucked if I'm leaving this to a bearer. I'll go myself.
There you are, Clive. How goes the search?
Well branded. Have you found the bastard yet?
Only what was left of him. A corpse, torn apart by monsters. And this.
Let me see that. No. It can't be.
Shall we consider that the end of the matter, then? Or do you need to see a body?
No. I mean, I've no use for bearer bones. He's dead. Let that be an end to it. Only wish those whose job it was had done what they were supposed to do and spotted him sooner. Letting a bearer go about without a brand? It's not right, I tell ya. Who'll want anything to do with me now, eh? There goes the bearer lover, they'll say. I'll be a laughing stock.
40 is left.
Is it true, Clive? Is Norris really...
He's alive. You'll find him in a hut in the marshes. He's expecting you.
Oh, you crafty. Still, you did the right thing. Thank you. It's not much considering, but please, take this.
A little more materials and whatnot. Now, what other side missions around here is there? Now, back to the hideout, I guess. Oh, there's several side missions there. And we may as well have a gab with Sharon here too.
So what god's-forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Smart woman. And... There we go. Fire potion.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
Gradually fills limit break 30 seconds. And sell her.
Sorry, sold out.
We're back to Gaia Blade.
I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much.
And hold on to everything else.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing, and it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
Or bile. That sounds disgusting.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Clive, was it?
Chat with the kitchen head, see what he's got up for side mission here.
Ah, a new face, and dare I hope, a willing pair of hands. The fat chocobo is a demanding mistress, and we are too few to keep her on her feet. Might I persuade you to deliver a meal or two to souls in need of sustenance?
Yes.
For your trouble, I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
I don't see why not.
Marvelous. And who exactly do I have the honor of addressing?
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the weary shoulders upon which the weight of this fine establishment rests. Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you would, and be careful, they're hot.
But the steam coming from them wasn't a clue.
Oh, meal. How long has it been? Your food.
I was hoping it might be. Well, doesn't this look fine? Thank you, lad. You're new, aren't you? Kenneth's running you ragged already, I expect, the old rascal.
Well, he did say he'd give me something for my trouble.
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore. Well met, lad, and keep up the good work.
To our friends, and to those who might have been.
Yeah.
Oh, my thanks. I hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord. Only my former master did not use me kindly, you see. He left me half lame, truth be told. But Sid took me in nonetheless. Well, the hideaway is the home I never knew, and a mighty fine one at that.
Do you need any help, Miss Molly?
I don't know.
Yeah, a few other side missions.
Well, well. There's so much much more to farming than just seeds and soil.
Your food.
Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe if I can master this.
All right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
Of course. Thank you.
That's the last one. I'd better let Kenneth know.
All done, I presume? Splendid.
They were bearers. All three of them. Not slaves waiting upon their master's pleasure, but men waiting to be fed like equals.
Indeed. Equality is the very cornerstone upon which our little community is founded.
Clive is still learning about this whole
Beyond
thing.
these walls, we are scorned as slaves. Speaking only when spoken to, eating only what scraps our masters deign to give us. The first hot meal here is the first many will have known. In the hideaway, we are free. Truly free to speak as we please, when we please, and to eat what and when we desire. More than reason enough to trust in Sid's vision, wouldn't you say? Now, I promised you something for your trouble, did I not? The contents of my strongbox are yours to do with as you will. Thank you, Clive. Do come and visit me again, won't you?
500 bucks. Then I'm out of XP. Whoa, no one's looking. Boop.
Do you need any help, Miss Molly?
Good golly, miss.
Wanted to send a message, most likely.
What happened? Is everything all right? No. No, it's not.
You! Newcomer! I need help.
What's the matter?
It's my assistant. She left to gather soil, and I've seen nothing of her since. I cannot concentrate one whit for fear of what might have happened. Please, I beg of you, will you go and check? I have to know.
All right, I'll go.
Marvelous. Thank you. You'll be rewarded for your time, of course.
Whereabouts is she?
Gotan's Bales. It's on the outskirts of Lostwig. Not the safest place for an unaccompanied bearer, perhaps, but the soil there is second to none. Now go, and do not linger. Why, it may already be too late.
Okay.
There's
a commotion in the main hall. What's happened this time?
Still learning my way around the place.
I heard Otto barking at his lot.
Ah. At least you don't have to run around too far to...
Someone's in trouble.
That would be her. Scooter!
Don't let them get away.
Look at those scooters.
There, boy. Get him, boy. You know what to do, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Sick him, Toggle. Get him. Sick him, Toggle. You lose.
Hey, little experience, gold. Helps.
Are you hurt?
It would have been worse if you hadn't come along. Wait, I've seen you around the hideaway. You're new, aren't you?
I'm Clive.
And I'm Martel. But what are you doing here?
Looking for you. This is no place for a bearer on her own.
I noticed that. But this soil's not going to collect itself.
Then what if I gathered it for you? You could head back to the hideaway. Just exactly what sort of dirt is it that you need?
What I need is soil. But I'd be a fool to refuse your help after what just happened. It's the good stuff you're looking for. Dark, rich, fragrant. You'll know it when you find it.
Dark, rich, and fragrant. Right. Well, you should hurry back. Bohemil seemed worried enough that he might come looking for you himself.
That seems unlikely, but I won't argue with you. Thanks.
Now we get to go gather.
There's certainly enough of it here. But is it dark, rich, and fragrant?
One. Four. Take some of those grapes too.
That should be enough. I better get it back to the hideaway.
Wanted to send a message.
Done.
What happened?
Done.
Is everything all right? No.
There you are. And? All safe and sound?
Well, yes, she's standing right there.
Not the girl. The soil. Did you bring it?
Yes. Here.
Glorious! When Martel came home empty-handed, I almost had a fit. But with this, my research can continue. First and foremost come the measurements. I must know how much ether each sample contains. From there...
Wait, so you were never...
Worried about me? Sorry to disappoint you, but the only thing he worries about is his research.
But that's...
He's a dick.
It's all right. It's just how he is. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be growing anything in these ruins. It's a small price to pay. Although, you shouldn't have to pay it too. Did he even offer you anything for helping? Ugh. Here. I know it's not much, but it's something, at least.
Doesn't change the fact he's still a dick.
I wish I could offer you some fruit too, but you're not likely to thank me if I do. Still, we'll grow something worth eating one of these days, and when we do, you'll have first pick.
Those apples right there, particular breed, they're very bitter. No.
Now, my research can continue apace, and when my fertilizer is
This whole place is full.
Damn it. We'll be needing more wood. But if I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears. Ah, you there. Perfect timing.
Jeffrey,
Persuade you to fetch me
put
some
a
timber, could I?
frickin' shirt on.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. You'll be helping me and the hideaway both. Takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage, if I'm honest.
It certainly looks like you've got your hands full.
Ah, you can say that again. The Fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever. That's why the walls need shoring up. Can't have the vegetable patch crushed before our first harvest now, can we?
No, I suppose not. Alright, where can I find this wood?
Ask over at the White Ads. They'll point you in the right direction. Thanks again. I really appreciate the help.
Hey. Wait, check on.
Excuse me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
Ah, that'll be Geoffrey, master carpenter. Luck would have it, we've just finished cutting the timber he's after. You take as much as you need from the stack.
Thank you.
No, not at all. We appreciate the assistance.
Here we are. I better get this to... Geoffrey, was it?
Yes, Jeffrey. Believe it or not, he used to work for this Jeffrey worked for Toys R Us. He was the guy in the giraffe suit. No, not really.
And when my fertilizer is complete...
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching that wood wasn't too much trouble.
One.
Will this be enough?
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck, the walls won't be falling in on us just yet.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better than the alternative. We're safe, we're warm, and we're hidden. What more could we ask for? Now stop fretting and take this. You've earned it. Welcome to the fold.
There's no need to...
That's not a matter of need, my friend. You're one of us now.
Alright, what get? You're right in a bug. Okay. Right, another side mission. And
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
late again. How can it?
Ah, Clive. I trust you're settling in?
Gradually getting used to the place.
I'm glad to hear it. I was hoping you might be persuaded to come to my aid once more. Your services will be rewarded, of course.
I don't doubt it. Seems to be the way around here.
We strive to be better than those we once served. Now, as to the task itself, I am once again in need of a pair of hands to deliver sustenance to our
Alright, we're
esteemed
waiting tables again.
I have 3 meals for 3 industrious souls. What say you?
I'd be happy to help.
Marvelous. The 3 individuals you'll be seeking out are busying themselves about the hideaway. You'll find one by the entrance, another in the bunks, and the other guarding the cells. Thank you once again, Clive.
New dung had so many uses.
Eat your damn food. Sitting there letting it get cold. Really?
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack and fool that I
Ah, shit. I thought this was the guy to deliver
Can't be
food
that
to.
bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor.
Alright.
And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find
Looked
it.
like a bit of a
Wonderful.
messy job getting
Now,
rid of
I
his
have to run if I'm
brand,
to
wasn't
make
it?
my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Right. Get these meals
Also won't
delivered.
last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Can I help you?
Kenneth sent me.
Ah, wonderful. Do you hear that? Our food has arrived. Does your appetite still elude you?
Is he sick?
I'm afraid so. Those no longer in need of a physicus immediate ministrations are sent here for further rest. I tend to those who cannot tend to themselves. which leaves me very little time for anything else. Happily, Kenneth sees that I stay fed. I would be lost without the kindness of good people like him and yourself. Thank you. Come, you must eat if you're to recover.
This one's closer.
Back so soon? Fancied another kip in the cells, did you?
Kenneth sent me. He thought you might be hungry.
He wasn't wrong. The way my gut's been growling, I'd have curls running scared.
Guard duty down here can't be much fun.
It's not. But sometimes folk need locking up, and someone has to watch over them. I help people sleep at night, and that's not a boast many can make. You keep yourself on the right side of these bars now, you hear me?
No promises. And yeah.
Ooh, something smells good. For me, I hope.
It is. Courtesy of Kenneth.
Oh, my thanks. These birds are needy creatures. They don't like me running after the fat chocobo behind their backs.
They must keep you busy.
There's never a moment's rest. Probably for the best I eat down here, reeking of the staples as I do. I'd only put people off their food. And who has time to wash and dress for dinner when they've got little darlings like these to wait upon, eh? Anyway, thanks for the food, and be sure to give Kenneth my regards.
I'll be kind of happy when I do eventually get my chocobo.
I better let Kenneth know.
Do get our chocobo eventually.
Do you need any help, Miss Molly?
I don't know. You could rinse and chop these greens for the stew, I suppose.
Ah, you're back. All
The only
done?
thing they serve is stew.
Here, your reward, as promised.
The hideaway is quite something. Everyone has their place.
A fact we are proud of, believe me. I'm glad you've witnessed it for yourself. You have your place too, of course, as you have just so capably proven, and you will always have a place with us, should you desire it.
It's kind of you to say so.
It is the truth.
Are the
and
errand
not
boy.
a soul among us would deny it. I look forward to all that you will bring to our little community.
Bug. Oh, right. We gotta head back in and try to find this.
Wanted to send a message, most likely.
But did she have to go so far?
Wait. I'll remember my way around eventually. If anybody's watching that's new to the channel, by all means, please consider hitting the follows on LifeSpace or Kick. Consider the sub button on YouTube. 3 ways to support. Of course, on Kick or YouTube, we do have the paid support as well, with subscriptions on Kick, paid memberships on YouTube.
Courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes
I
open.
am a Streamloots partner. Streamloots virtual cards that people can use to interact with the stream.
Looks like I'm in the right area.
It can be used on pretty much every stream platform possible. You can log in with your Twitch account or Google account, that sort of thing.
More of the lost supplies.
And you just go to the streamers page. Be live. Ring.
I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. I've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby, and I suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
Now Sid's letter's got duck drool all over it.
It's looking to be a fine hole.
Back, are you? Did Master Quentin summon you?
The shad's all salted and smoked.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. And he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
Alright. And now back to here.
Maybe I should just own up to Otto and... There you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies is one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin bolts. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Quest complete. And that's pretty much it for the side. Oh.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Sure.
Didn't sound happy.
Cool. Moment.
They even have a Moogle. I've never seen one in the flesh.
Bring it in. Oh.
I'm sure it said in my father's bestiary that they live deep in the forest, and that they never reveal themselves to humans. Nectar, you say? Clive. So it would seem. That sounds painful.
Only special few that can actually talk to Googles.
Take a seat, Clive. I'll fetch you a bowl of brown.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again, this time due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. But that's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
Yes.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stoners in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
That
She's
sounds so
the proud proprietress
derogatory.
of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report.
Sarcastic guy, isn't he? Iron off. Alright. Okay. Give us some extra stuff to do.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Clive, was it?
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Here's the fun in behaving. Alright, so mission last week. Side there too again. This other side mission at Martha's Rest. Yeah, let's go.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this Dane finds me?
Couple of sides here, but yeah, we can wait.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off?
Our local map. Hey. Up this. There we go.
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
And we should wind up with... Yeah.
Over here. Stays. Sick of Toggle. There, boy.
Still and whatnot.
Keep your distance, boy. That's enough. Hurry. Sick of Toggle. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy.
Could have kept shooting him with fireballs, but that'd have been. Wild chocobo. Alright.
There. Northreach.
I kill those things too, but probably not enough. Need it. Well, these Worgen, on the other hand.
Don't let them get away. Get him, boy. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy.
He hides in a few guilds. So that's why the wolves were carrying money.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
It all smells so delightful.
Oh, and a chine of red
Fish! All from the Sea of Grace this very morning.
You there! Fancy a drop of the Empire's finest?
With the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
Not another step, Branded, or you'll be spending the night in a cell.
Yep.
That'll feel good, boy.
All right.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
Well, as he asked so nicely, nah, we're not buying. You be stealing. Lovely. Food.
A moment, my lady.
A moment?
I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Situations he gets into.
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling, welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes,
Nice.
Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and
Just
take
found
this.
people. Just and I came across them too late to save them.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something.
Yes.
But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Well then, suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
That's the day done then.
Yeah, we got a number of side missions around here too, right?
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, is it?
What do you think?
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in Moor. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Why do I get the feeling this soldier decided to jump into some human trafficking?
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor, more than one in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Alright. Time to run next town and kill some things along the way. Good.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
There's some beasties to take out vultures. Wild chocobos. Huh? Little bug. More vultures and this bluebird. Do you mind?
Get him, boy! There, boy!
Oh well. Guess we're killing chocobos too. Time for some chocobo nubs.
Get him, boy! Get him! There, boy! Sick of Togo!
Just gonna get distracted now by killing things. Those aren't I? Yeah.
Give them all you've got, boy. Sick 'em, Torgal. Get 'em, boy. There, boy. You know what to do, boy. Get 'em, boy. There, boy.
Right. Get ourselves back on the road and give it as well.
There, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Get him. Get him, boy. Over here. Sick 'em, Torgal. Sick 'em, Torgal.
And yeah.
Get him.
Short work of these things.
You know what to do, boy. Get him.
One more.
You know what to do, boy. There, boy.
Oh, right there. Side west. Over the place.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
If even a grain is missing, the collectors will have my head on a pike.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
It's over here.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for a constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the Dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. Oh, what is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the Dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Right. Onward to the ruins. Got a fight on her hand.
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Stay down! Give them all you've got, boy. You know what to do. Get him!
Right. And suppose we're gonna find out that both of them.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
Yeah. Us.
So it is you. Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the Dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask us something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Ah, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Yes. Take some more chocobo nugs. Actually, we're gonna get these bolters here.
Let's make this quick. Over here.
We're actually gonna leave the chocobos alone.
Had another branded drop in the field yesterday.
If it was a message that needed delivering, I could have seen.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
Why isn't the search for people game just never have a happy end?
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Okay.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
music. We got some fighting to do. Pointed, fighting. Heavy.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
Back door. Yay. Sounds like a fun club.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut?
He always knows the shortcut.
And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
The ring to it.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Alright. One word. Great. You know. Night Helm, how you doing? I'm
Are you gonna buy something or not?
do some side questing. Now these two are gonna stop me.
That's the day done then.
How you doing tonight there, Night Helm?
I haven't seen you.
I'm guessing it is tonight for you now.
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman with the sword?
Gentleman. Doesn't know me well.
I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead.
Errand boy yet
Who better than
again.
someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Well, $1,000 is $1,000.
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total: a grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
It just makes me want to look in the packages.
The markets are a very...
For this first.
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
However do they get that colour?
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so?
Didn't give me a chance.
Times are hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing by it. You wait right here. Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Eh? Yes. Buying the...
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
And we'll make the last delivery in a moment, but... So let's regale.
It all smells so delightful.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice. That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
With the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
Alright. Have a hassle from them, which is good.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember.
Ah, you have returned. I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Alright, pulling up quest. Hit the boxes. Box.
Did one of them get on this side of the gate?
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of us needs to brush up on our sort. Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The dame laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out.
Ah, good. We
How
get to
about it,
fight
Brandon?
these.
Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Right.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight. Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you.
Guys in for surprise.
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. All right. So you know one end of a blade from
You're not even gonna lay a finger on me, mate.
Fuck me.
Oh, thank
What
you.
the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine.
Time for a
Sure, I'll bear up.
sprint.
Let's have some fun, shall we? And a bearer. Win the dame's favour anyway.
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
special. I give you that. I'll be damned.
Flawless victory.
Can I go now?
Gregor's gash. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Pathetic. Evening, Hatter. How are things?
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a branded.
Doing pretty good. Got the day taken care of work-wise, and overall been kind of a quiet stream. Up, Alley Cat, how you doing?
I don't know how a bearer
See you
came by
there.
the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
Kind of focused on the game here, you know.
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
endeavors. As unlikely
Which
as it
gave
may
me a
seem,
little more
there are
time to
those
get ready
within
for
the
it.
upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs
The
of its
slightly
bearers,
earlier starts,
and yet
been
many
able
would see
to
their self
get
starve,
done in time
not for
to
the want of
keep
coin,
my 4
since the
p.m.
fare
Eastern
cost little
start.
more than a pittance.
Bit of a
To
good
revel in the
thing.
suffering of others, a simple act
Early
of
starts, though.
cruelty.
Yes.
Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces.
How you doing
than
today
see
there,
their
Alley Cat?
bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at
If you're
secrecy,
still there by chance?
my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now.
And tell me where to deliver them, just
Food
deliver
I
them.
provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed. Not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes. And for the
Yeah.
sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished,
Yeah,
a
hopefully
word
so.
in the ear of one of the dame's girls would be appreciated.
So your alternate plan for the day is
I'm afraid
what
not.
exactly?
I'm expected back in the capital.
Fortnite and Sea of
I've
Thieves.
already risked my
Working on your
speaking
pass.
this long.
Maybe Strum.
Crystal's curse is bad enough.
Yeah.
We can't let people starve as well.
Could just eat the food myself.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
Yeah, I'll be doing that tomorrow myself. Well, over on the Twitch.
have something for you.
Oh, highly unlikely I'll be getting any dubs, but as long as I get the XP.
Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Ice cream does sound like an idea too. I've got some sugar-free stuff kicking about. Updating.
You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this.
No, the
I
new anime thing's not coming till the 8th.
Might see.
Not sure what they're...
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain.
I never did
Dead
check
without
my
him.
Xbox for update.
Me and many others.
That's something at least.
Right, still got the one more delivery to make.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
Guess that's right too. The level up.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway.
Yeah, those would be kicking in. And maybe they're adding in some more snapshots. There'll be more XP to take care of.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
better be going.
All right. Either.
I haven't seen you around the Vale.
I don't think there's any.
That's the day done then.
Sure.
Drinks and the Vale.
How about...
No, there is still at least one.
Vale, then drinks?
Not gonna show me where the side mission. Which is I can we'll just do a little fast travel back to the gate. What I'm going to do, get ourselves back to more. That's where I'm going to save game and end the stream, because thinking it hurts. Without a sharp tooth shot. Oh, wrong game. Playing this has got me thinking I kinda do want to get back into Final Fantasy XIV at some point. You need to get that membership fired up.
You know what to do, boy. Over here. There, boy. Over here. There, boy. You know what to do, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. There, boy.
And kind of get ourselves a little level up by killing off these things. Oops. This way.
Didn't that tower used to be taller?
Triple them all.
Stay down. There, boy. Get him, boy. Get him. It's over.
Level up.
You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal. Get him. Stay down. You know what to do, boy. Get him.
This guy's still gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah. Get him staggered.
Sick of Torgal.
Like so.
You know what to do, boy. Don't let them get away. There, boy. Get him, boy. Over here. Get him, boy. There, boy.
Hey, sharp fangs. Figure out some crafting for eventually for the things. Let's actually travel to North Reach. That's where we needed to go anyway. Yeah. Well, fine. We'll just go ahead and save. So, manual save done. Thanks again, everybody that came into the stream tonight. Good night overall. Are going to be back on again Friday on Kick, YouTube, and LiveSpace. Continuing on with Final Fantasy 16. I do want to try to complete that game before I move on to other. Here, meantime, I am going to be on Twitch tomorrow, twitch.tv/LyndonSG Live around 4 p.m. Eastern, and playing some Fortnite. Hope to see you folks around. Now, enough on nobody kicking on Kick to do a host to, or to be able to do a host. All right, so we will just call it a night. Till next time, the coffee shop's closed, and the motto, as always, death before decaf. Have a great evening, all.